So the start of the 2026-2027 season is upon us, and in today's video we are going to be doing a very quick preview to Arsenal versus Cov City and a predicted lineup. So let's just get straight into this. In terms of the starting lineup, I would say it's probably not going to differ too much from the Community Shield. I'd hazard a guess at Raya in goal. I mean, at the end of the day, he's the keeper, ain't he? We're not going to bring in Kepa. He is only the cup keeper. So Raya in goal. Right back, due to Jurian Timber still being injured, I believe it's a groin injury, I am going to say that I'd play Ben White. Centre-back partnership, obviously Saliba out as well. And I don't think we'll get the sign-in that we need in time. Obviously, we're linked with Ezri Konsa, but I think that's going to be more of a deadline day signing. So on that front, I would go with Mosquera and his centre-back partner, Gabriel. I think that pretty much picks itself. Left-back's tricky. You've got Hincapié or you've got Calafiori, but I just think they're both quality and they both add so much. But Hincapié is more of a defensive unit and Calafiori is more of an attacking one. So because of that, I would say we'll go Calafiori. I imagine we're going to be playing against a low block. Now, Cov do like to maybe come out and not be so low block, but against us in the Premier League, I wouldn't be surprised if they set up that way. So I'll go Calafiori, but I wouldn't be surprised if Hincapié came in and Arteta just mixed it up. Midfield, this is where it will get a little bit sticky. Declan Rice is obviously come back early from his holiday, and he obviously played and got minutes in the Community Shield. Didn't look like he strained himself too much in the Community Shield. He is back, and is it one of these where you want to start off strong, and so you start Declan Rice because he probably is our best midfielder in the team. However, I think newly promoted side in Coventry, I think we could get away with not playing Rice. If we can get away with not playing Rice against Man City, we should be able to get away with not playing Declan Rice against Cov. So for that reason, Bruno Guimaraes keeps his place. I think Lewis Skelly keeps his place. And then I think you have to start Martin Odegaard. He has came back on absolute fire. So for that reason, I would play Odegaard as well. That would be my midfield three. I just think Zubamendi is a great player, but he's obviously not up to speed yet, which is quite surprising because I don't actually think he got any minutes at the World Cup. But Arteta clearly has his three. And I just want Skelly to just keep proving why he should not be sold. He is so important for this team, and we need him because with him it takes so much pressure off Declan Rice. Now obviously we've got Bruno as well, we've got Zubamendi. Like, that midfield is packed. But that being said, I still think that Lewis Skelly gets the minutes that he needs. Okay, so that would be my midfield three. Up top, I would have Zolis on the left. I think he's proven this pre-season that he is an absolute stat man. I think he's shown that he's ahead of Martinelli. And Martinelli didn't even make the bench for the Community Shield. So question marks there whether he's even going to be with us this season. Obviously, we've had a bid in from Galatasaray, and that was rejected by Martinelli, not Arsenal. So I guess we'll see what happens before the end of the window. Hopefully we can move him on. Thank you for the time and all the goals and being clutch at moments. But in terms of, do I think he should be our backup left winger or our starting left winger, I guess that's a conversation for another day. But I do not think, in the short of it, I don't think he should be. I think we need a marquee left winger coming in, and I've got a sneaky feeling we're going to snatch Barkler off Liverpool on deadline day. That deal's been taking a little bit too long for my liking. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're doing the lineup. On the right-hand side, I would go Madueke, even though I know that Saka is back. And I know Dowman he's a child. But that being good, he's a good child. Do you know what I mean? Like, his ceiling is just beyond nothing. But I think Saka is similar to Rice in the sense of, I think we really need to work their way back into the team. Not back into the team in the sense of they've lost their position or lost their... They need to earn the shirt back. They have the shirt. It's just about managing minutes. And I think it's so important because Saka and Rice are two of our best players, and they literally looked like they were dead on their feet come the end of last season. Then obviously they've gone away with England for the World Cup, played a whole lot of minutes. Saka, I don't know why they gave him that the whole game against France in the third place playoff. Obviously, he got his hat trick and he showed why he should have been there and starting against Argentina. But for whatever reason, but again, I'm getting off topic because that's England and that's a whole nother video in itself. However, I'd go Madueke for this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets dragged at half time. There's listen, you'll soon learn that there will be a lot of Madueke slander on this channel, and he's got no one to blame but himself, right? He is great going forward, taking on a fullback, but his decision making is fucking piss poor. I need more from Madueke this season. Now's a chance to show it against Cov City, newly promoted side. They're going to be up for it. I need to see him take on the fullbacks. Now, obviously, I know quite a little bit about Cov because I actually live in Cov. So I've seen the team play. And I'd say fullbacks, I don't think they're that worried about fullbacks. Their fullbacks are actually pretty good, and they're attacking fullbacks as well. So I need to see a bit of defensive work rate from Madueke as well. Can't just let them overrun that right-hand side. And then up top, I would go Havertz. That being said, there's a part of me that loves this story that Gyökeres played for Cov. I'd love to see him play against Cov, and I just get the feeling that if he played against Cov, he'd score as well. I just get that feeling. It would be too. It's like destiny. Would he celebrate? I don't know. They did give him his big break. You know, it's what he did at Cov that got him the move to Sporting in the first place. So I'd love to see what happens with that, but obviously I think we play better with Kai Havertz. I think Zolis opens Havertz to a new height, if you will. I think Zolis is very much that type of attacker that's not focused on scoring. He's focused on, I am here to facilitate everyone else. I want everyone else around me to be just moving and clicking off me. I love that about him. Unselfish player. He's not exactly the Vinny signing that we thought we were going to get, where it was like, okay, we're getting a winger that is probably not going to track back, but just he's going to be an output. Do you know what I mean? Goals. But we don't have that yet. We might get it in Barcola. I don't know if he's the answer, but I'm happy with Zolis and how he's been performing at the moment. So I would go Zolis, I'd go Madueke, I'd go Havertz up top. But if he starts Gyökeres, I'm actually not mad at it. So that's the predicted lineup. Going into a bit of a preview, obviously I know a little, well, I know a fair bit about Coventry City and their lineup and their team. At the moment, I'm reading that they've got no injuries. So a full-strength Cov side will definitely take it to Arsenal. And I think it's going to be a lot tougher than people are maybe making out. I mean, I'll predict the score at the end of the video as well. In terms of what I'm thinking Cov, they like to attack. They obviously topped the championship by quite a few points in the end. And they scored a lot of goals. And they didn't concede many. Cov were very solid last season. But obviously they've made Carl Rushworth a permanent as well, who I've said in another video before that I actually think Carl Rushworth is a quality goalkeeper, and I do think he'll be England #1 in a few years' time, with obviously Pickford aging and slowly he's going to be declining. So I think it'll be hard to beat Rushworth, and obviously they've made plenty of signings. They basically signed a whole new 11 at this point. So it'll be interesting to see how they gel. I don't think they've actually lost in pre-season. I think they've won all their games against Monaco and Real Betis. Who else did they play? They've played a few good, solid teams that you'd probably say a couple seasons ago they should batter Cov, but Cov won them all. So, listen, on the day, if we're not playing our game and we're not up to speed, we could very well drop points in the opening day of the season at home, and that will be a disaster. Listen, we battered Man City 3-0, and that is maybe gassed me up a little bit. Like, I probably think now I may as well do the score prediction. So I'm going to predict a 3-0 win for Arsenal. I don't think we'll concede. I think Raya and our defence will be too good for Coventry's attack. But that being said, I won't be surprised if it's a very, very cagey first half. If we don't get that early goal, I can see fan base groaning. I can see us being a little bit like, whoa, okay, maybe the Man City result was a little bit of a, maybe it gassed us up a little bit too much. But we are the reigning champs, and we need to lock the fuck in, and we need to defend this title, and we're going to do that on Friday evening at 8 o'clock at the Emirates Stadium, and I can't wait. Not going to the game, I'll be at the pub with the boys. Obviously, it's going to be quite a mixed group. Going to have a couple Arsenal fans, majority Cov fans. It's going to get rowdy, I'm sure. Frank Lampard is a brilliant coach. Obviously, we've seen that he's done it in the Championship a few times. He almost got Derby promoted that time. Obviously, he then went to Chelsea. First stint was a bit shit. Second stint was okay. Obviously, he had a transfer ban as well. So, I don't think you can really judge him on that too much. But I thought he was solid. He's a solid gaffer. And he seems to do well at building these teams up and bringing them up. So, I guess we'll see how he fares against, I can now say this, the best manager in the Premier League. I guess we'll see how he fares against Arteta. Let's see. Ex-Chelsea, we usually beat the shit out of Chelsea. I don't think they beat us for like 22 games or something like that. I'll just get that out there. So, I'm excited. But anyway, guys, that is the preview, and that is my predicted 11. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, hype the video. Let me know if you'd make any more changes to our starting 11. Let me know what you think the scoreline's going to be. Let me know if you think 3-0. I've shot my shot a little bit too much there. Maybe I should have gave Cobb a little bit more respect. But listen, I just think it's battle of the goalies, and I hope Gyökeres gets a goal.